G'day everyone and welcome to another Crucible video, and today we are tackling my favorite class, Ninja. Hey! Alright, now there are quite a few more cards in Ninja. Let's take a look. Right. Oh, we're still going. Nice. That's what we like to see. Some Ninja support. Alright, let's start with it. Alright, we've got Katsu in there. And we've got Ira. Look at that. Your second attack each turn gains +1. Yeah. 4 hand size, 20 life. And then we're introduced to Benji, the Piercing Wind. Attack action cards you control with 2 or less attack can't be defended by cards from hand. This includes defense reaction cards. How fantastic is that? Fantastic. Once per turn effect, when an attack action card you control hits, your next attack this turn gains +1. Too bad it's a once per turn. All right, so by this, you can play cards of more than 2, but if they're 2 or less, they can't be defended by cards in hand. Pretty good. So you're looking to play a lot of the 2 cards. We saw yesterday that Crush card, which it looks to just be designed for Benji, yeah? Wow, where can't play cards 2 or less. But yeah, 4 hand size, 17 life. So straight off the bat can start playing Scarf for Go Again. And if you're playing it with the 2 attack, can't be defended. Yeah. We got the reprints for the Harmonized Kadashi. You will notice that one is rare, one is common. I would ask for everyone to check their rare card and see if this little circle down here is blue or grey. Ones I got have grey circles. So it's got the circle of a common, but the rarity of a rare. How crazy is that? Yeah? Is that a misprint? Or is everyone's the same? Let me know. Moving on, Edge of Autumn becomes, well, an official card, but the Ira card, all right, this is official for standard. Within Blitz, everything goes with the cards, but once per turn, spend 1, attack, go again. Awesome. Now, yeah, you've got Go Again, and you'd wonder why, if I've got the Harmonized Kadashis, I've got more options, like they're one-handed, I can attack twice. Ooh, it is a tough one. However, you might have an extra action point that goes along with this. Yeah, it's only doing 1, but let's see where this goes. All right. Now, what was introduced are the new weapons that Ninja can use, Zephyr Needles. So, once per turn action, spend 1, attack, and go again. Now, these attack for 2 as opposed to the Edge of Autumn, big sword, but only doing 1. And the Harmonized Kadashi. So these do 2. However, if Zephyr Needle is defended by a card with a defense greater than Zephyr Needle's attack, destroy Zephyr Needle when the combat chain closes. I've been thinking of different ways to use this. You know, great with Benji, especially if, oh no, not really. Attack action cards you control with 2 or less can't be defended. So, you know, if you're doing that, then they've got the defense cards for your needle, I guess. I've been thinking about this and whether you tee one up with the Harmonized Kadashi, maybe. You attack with the Kadashi, you do your Surging Strike and Whelming Gust Wave, maybe even a Megenshi Release, and then finish it off with a Zephyr Needle. They've most likely defended with their cards throughout their turn, and you will protect the Zephyr Needle's ability. Yeah, and you've got Go Again, which is fantastic. Yeah, a few things have opened up with the Zephyr Needles doing that too, especially late game. That too can be disastrous. So, yeah. Right, let's get on to the Breeze Rider boots. Now, these are fetching a good price, especially for cold foil. So, if you've got them in cold foil, congratulations. Yeah, if you're not playing Ninja, which I don't know why you wouldn't, they will fetch a good price. Anyway, when a Ninja attack action card you control hits, You may destroy Breeze Rider boots. If you do, attack action cards with combo gain go again this turn. This also has Battle Worn. So you're coming up against Snapdragon Scalers. If I could grab a Snapdragon Scalers without having to maybe go looking for it. Oh, don't tell me I haven't got it in that deck. All right, doesn't matter. If you've got Snapdragon Scalers, you can snap it at the in the attack reaction phase to give your attack go again. I believe it's got a limit though. Let me just quickly see if I can quickly pull one up. Here we go. So attack action card with the cost of 1 or less gains go again. In this one, it's a card with combo and go again gets combo gets go again. Sorry. So there's no costs. It's got Battle Worn, which is fantastic. So you can use it for some defense. This is going to be the new replacement for Snapdragon Scalers for Ninja. It just has to be. It sits in the Mythic slot. Very nice equipment card and great artwork. Look at that. Just boom. All right. Find center. So we'll try and do this going backwards. So it says if Crane Dance was the last attack card. So let's go into Crane Dance. If Soul Bead Strike would. Ooh, let's do Soul Bead Strike. All right. So we'll Ninja, it's just weird, so we're going to have to jump around a bit with these action cards. So if Soul Bead Strike hits, it gains go again. 0 cost, fantastic. Doing 4, 3, and 2. You can throw this in with cards like your Head Jab, and you know you've got your Harmonized Kadashi attacking. Could you just imagine that? Kadashi, Head Jab, Soul Bead Strike. You know, they might not defend a few of these, but if you've done Kadashi and you've done another Kadashi and you follow up with a Head Jab, most likely they're going to defend the Head Jab, especially if you've got Mask of Momentum going. So it's 1 card out of hand. You play a Soul Bead Strike, looking for them to discard 2 cards. Right, you might not get go again, but yeah, you've got potentially 3 cards out of their hand for their next turn. So, and you get to keep Soul Bead Strike, maybe put it in your arsenal. It's a 0 cost. Set up for next turn, play your actions again. Eventually Soul Bead Strike starts getting off and you get the go again. It's a little bit harder because they don't have it, and this combat chain really relies on the hits. So Soul Bead Strike goes into Crane Dance. All right. Combo. If Soul Bead Strike was the last attack this combat chain, Crane Dance gets +1, so it becomes a 4, go again, and it can't be defended by attack action cards with a base attack greater than the number of chain links you control. Wow. Can't be defended by attack action cards with attack base greater than the number of chain links you control. So you play this early on, and if they're using like three attack action cards to defend against this, they can't. Later on in game, yeah, but you're still talking about like some of the big attacks, and if you're coming up something like Guardian and they don't have attack reaction cards in hand, if you know, and they're stuck with their big powerful hits, and same with Brute, you know, this can be very useful. But this looks to be a very early chain link one. Okay, from there we go into Find Center, which was our card. If Crane Dance was the last attack this combo chain, Find Center can't be defended with cards 1 cost or less than the number, resource cost less than the number of chain links you control, and it gains if this hits creator's end state token. So it's doing 2 damage. So if we were looking at the cost ratio on this, we had Soul Bead Strike at 0 doing an average of 3, let's just say. You go into Crane Dance, costing 0 again, doing an average of 2. So you're already at 0 cost for 5 damage, potentially, yeah? Oh, you've got the +1. Let's go for 6 damage because you'll get that +1 if you've played Soulbead Strike, that hit with the go again. Or, you know what, Soulbead Strike, if you were using go again, maybe you've gone back to Snapdragon Scalers, maybe you're got a one of those tokens on the field that gives you go again. However you do it, all right, we're just going with a what if scenario. And then find center, another 0 cost. So you've played 3 0 costs items for 8 damage. That's pretty huge. Find center is also a blue for a 3 pitch, which is fantastic. Defense for 3. Overall, it's a fantastic card. This whole combo chain for 0 cost, you have to understand that 0 cost, you're just moving cards out of your hand. You're attacking with everything that you have, which gives you the freedom to throw out another card for your Harmonized Kadashis, maybe your one Harmonized Kadashi, then you start hitting with these cards. Or actually, if Crane Dance was the last attack this combo chain, yeah. So it really opens up different ways because this one doesn't get go again either. It does have combo. You can snap the boots for this. And for a late game push, yes, you normally would. And then you follow up with maybe the Zephyr Needles. You know, throw out a card for the energy and be doing another 4 damage. This is a terrifying turn. Like, you know, if you're able to get those hits in, potential of 12 damage for 2 cost. Yeah, very good, very good. Does take a bit of setup, but that's Ninja for you, yeah? All right. Flood of Force, Rushing River. All right, let's go to Rushing River. And Rushing River is Torrent of Tempo. So let's go to Torrent of Tempo to start this. Here we go. 1 cost card. I'm going to write that down. 1. Doing 5. Huge for Ninja. If Torrent of Tempo hits, it gains go again. So if there's any card that you want to defend on against Ninja, it's this card. If they play it, you don't want them to get go again. You want to just stop their turn there. They're going to play this with the intent to keep going on. So maybe they've got things that they can use. They can't use their scales on this. Let me just grab the... Here we go. You know what? I just can't remember all the cards all the time. It's crazy. All right. Oh, don't even have it in this deck. All right. The card that allows them to +1 on combo. This doesn't have combo, so they can't use it. So they're going to have to use their other cards to get +1 on there, like Lunging Press and so forth. 5 damage for 1. Very good for Ninja. Just overall. In a yellow, 4 damage. As a blue, 3 damage. Paying 1 for 3. It's kind of hard with Ninja. All right. So that was Torrent of Tempo. Let's go back to Rushing River. Now, if Torrent of Tempo was the last attack this combo chain, Rushing River gains +1, go again, and if Rushing River hits, draw X card, then put X cards from your hand on top of your deck in any order, where X is the number of attacks that have hit this combo chain. Number of attacks, not attack action cards, number of attacks. Wow, good card. It's a 0 cost. It's doing 3 damage. As a yellow, it's doing 2. So we're going to go with the 2 plus the 1 being 3. So you're at 1 for 8 at the moment. 1 cost for 8 damage potential. Now, great card. So you draw X cards and put X cards from your hand on top of your deck in any order. This can't be underestimated, the chance that this gives for you to structure what your next turns are or what your current turn is. You've attacked with your Kadashi, and goodness knows whatever before you hit Rushing River. That could be 4 cards that you're drawing, get to manage. You might need a blue, you might need a specific attack. It's just fantastic to actually have that ability. And for Ninja, crazy. And I don't even know what other combos I would include this with. This is good enough because it's got go again. It's good enough to just have the Soul Bead Strike and the Rushing River in the deck, along with the Surging Strike, perhaps like looking for that Magenshi release, maybe throwing your Lord of Winds back into your deck. Cannot be underestimated how good this combo is. Need to get the Soul Bead Strike off though. Or you have an ability that gives go again. Yeah, fantastic. I love it. All right, then you get into Flood of Force combo. If Rushing River or Flood of Force was the last attack combo card, so you can play Flood of Force and Flood of Force. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a card with combo, mind you, with Rushing River, you have just put the cards back exactly how you want it to be. If it's a card with combo, put it into your hand, then Flood of Force gains +3 and go again. Whoa! Oh man! Ooh, Rushing River. Like I just said that Rushing River was good enough by itself, but this is amazing. Look at that. Imagine you have a flood of Force, you've picked up Rushing River, you've played it, you've got the attack in, you pick up the cards and you hit another Flood of Force and you put that on the top of your deck, you play your Flood of Force, doing 4 damage now, yeah? So you're already up at 12 for 1 cost. You look at the top card, it's another Flood of Force. If this card with combo, put it into your hand. Oh my goodness. Then this gains +3 and go again. Then you play your second Flood of Force again for 0, giving another 4 damage. You're up at 16. Crazy. Could you imagine this combo in there and you got it pumping along well with no blocking of hands with your Surging Strikes and just your whole Lord of Wind chain? This is an amazing combo set, and it's not just set. Yeah, this is crazy. For Blitz format, like you could just go with this chain. It would be so good. I love it. I'm just wondering whether I'm missing something. I'm looking for specializations. I'm not seeing them. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Can't wait to play this. It's better than what I actually thought. Right, Heron's Flight. If Crane Dance. We're back into the Crane Dance combo. I missed this one. Right. Let's take a step back. I've still got the numbers here. 0 for 12. This is another 0. If Crane Dance was the last attack. All right. So hang on. You either play Fine Center or Crane Dance. So let's take off the Fine Center for now. Yep. Oh, and the Zen State token, we never actually got into that, but that's a defense one, but we'll see that. If Crane Dance was the last attack this combo chain, Heron's Flight gains +2, and you can choose attack action or non-attack action. Heron's Flight can only be defended by cards of that chosen type. Wow. Yeah, you can only defend against this attack with attack action cards. Thank you. Your next turn, I want to get those out of your hand. Yeah, you can keep your defenses. We're at the end of my stage. Yeah. Nice. Or you can force them to use their defense reactions if they want to. For a 5 attack damage coming across, it's pretty good. Wow. Yeah, no, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm really looking forward to playing some more of these combos now. Oh, wow. And probably get beat pretty bad. But you never know, you know, a good Ninja player, once they get their form down and they get their deck like teched out, I reckon it's going to be horrendous coming up against them. Flying Kick. If Flying Kick is played as Chain Link 3 or higher, it gains +2. Very good. Very good indeed. 5 damage, 3 defense. Does cost 2, so it's out there in regards to costs against all these other cheap cards. You know, 1 for 5 I find is better. But this is 2 for 7 potentially. with if. All right, going down to 4 and 3. We've hit Soulbead Strike. Let's take a look at Torrent of Tempo. We've done Bittering Thorns. Bittering Thorns hits. Your next attack this turn gains +1. It's got Go Again. Do you imagine throwing down a blue and throwing down 3 of these? Not bad. Not bad at all. Look, 2 defense, a bit weak in that regard. 2 pitch and a 3 attack. Yeah. It is by itself. There is no other card on that. Salt the Wound gains +1 for each attack that has hit this combo chain. Fantastic. +1 for each attack. Includes your Megenshis. Includes your needles, includes everything. Great card. Notice another thing. 0 cost, 3 defense. Mwah! I love this card. It's really nice. The card is so well named as well. Salt the Wound, you know. Like, there's your opponent crawling on the ground and you're just going to stab him again just because you can, yeah? Fantastic. I love it. Oh, Whirling Mist Blossom. All right, Ira specialization, our first specialization that we've seen with these new cards. This is the second last card that we're looking at. If Whirling Mist Blossom hits and it's a second or higher chain link in a row to hit, draw 2 cards. Go again. Yes! Draw 2 cards. I love it. Ooh, got to play Ira to do it. If Whirling Mist Blossom hits and it's a second or higher chain link in a row to hit, so it has to hit, is the second or higher chain link in a row to hit. All right. So if you play this after your Megenshis, maybe the 3rd attack or even 2nd attack. All right, this is great because you do it on the 2nd attack, you're forcing them, it's 2 attacks. So they're going to be using 2 pieces of equipment most likely. They don't want to use their cards from hand, or if they do, you're still winning because you're getting the cards out of hand. It's pretty much a throw-out card. It's a 2 pitch. I actually thought it was a 3 pitch there for a sec. 2 pitch, 2 defense, 1 costs. Could be better, but this is a great card for really teasing the opponent because they don't want it to hit as a 2nd attack. They don't want you drawing 2 cards. It's got Go Again, so goodness knows what's coming. And yeah, if I had 2 of these in hand, I'd be really tempted to play this as a 2nd attack, have them defend, play another card which they potentially let through, and they would never expect the second one of these to just come up, maybe out of your arsenal, bang, put it down, draw 2 cards. They weren't expecting it. Yeah. Very good. This is one to use your +1s on. If you're defending against it, you want to be defending for up to 4 just to make sure it doesn't get through, because the Ninja player wants to get, or the Ira player, I should say, wants to get those extra 2 cards. There's very little in the game that will do that, and this is fantastic. Zen State Token. So find center. That is if it hits, or let's take a look. And it gains, if it hits, create a Zen State token. So Zen State has to hit, only coming across for 2, but it might be at the part where you've used all your defense and you're like, couldn't be bothered. Hell, I'll just take the 2. Out comes this rare card. Zen State enters the arena with 1 balance counter on it. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy Zen State unless you remove a balance counter from it. All right, so you can have it for 2 turns, essentially. Whenever your hero would be dealt damage, prevent 1 damage that source would deal. Not bad. So, yeah, coming up against another Ninja player using Harmonized Kadashis, too bad. Yeah, just stopping the little attacks. You know, all these help, because when you're getting late game and you're down to like 3 life, you really wish those previous turns you had saved, you know, 1 hit from any 1 attack. So yeah, overall, I'm extremely excited about these new Ninja cards. Someone in Legend Story Studios really loves and appreciates Ninja, and I think they're doing a fantastic job at it. So yeah, that's my take on it. If you've got different takes, please throw it down in the comments, guys. Starting to get 1 or 2 comments. I'd love to see more. Always reading, and yeah, thank you everyone for spending the time with me.